Greetings, fellow explorers. Today, we embark on a journey to discover the marvels of the United States of America. From sea to shining sea, this great nation is a bastion of culture, elegance, and innovation. In this video, we will join forces to explore 10 of the most incredible things to know about America, from gripping historical events to stunning natural landmarks and more. Join me as we take a deep dive into the heart of America and experience the wonder and mystery of this unique and fascinating nation. Let's get started. 10. There's enough concrete in Hoover Dam to stretch across the country. If you're looking for concrete, you'll have some luck at Hoover Dam. It has 3.25 million cubic yards, or enough concrete to build a 2-lane highway all the way from New York City to San Francisco. It also weighs more than 600,000 tons. 9. The U.S. has the world's longest land border. The United States is known for being supersized, and it also has the longest land border in the world. Stretching for over 8,850 kilometers, the U.S. shares the border with its northern neighbor, Canada. 8. Liberty Bell has a typo on it. The Liberty Bell is one of the most iconic artifacts from the American independence, and if you look closely, you'll spot a spelling mistake. The word Pennsylvania is spelled incorrectly by today's standards, but it was actually an accepted form of spelling at the time the bell was engraved. There are plenty of other interesting facts about America's Liberty Bell. The strike note is in E-flat. It weighs a massive 943 kilograms, and it was made in the same place as Big Ben in London. 7. You don't need a driver's license to race in NASCAR. Of all the things you may not know about America, this one is quite surprising. Technically, you don't need a driver's license to compete in NASCAR. Even if you've had your driver's license suspended for breaking road rules in your daily life, you can still go for gold in NASCAR. 6. The tallest president was Abraham Lincoln, standing at 193 centimeters. Abraham Lincoln is the tallest president in U.S. history. The country's 16th president is also in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was a talented wrestler before he took on the top job and won 299 out of his 300 matches. 5. There are more bourbon barrels than people in Kentucky. As the birthplace of bourbon and the makers of 95% of the world's bourbon supply, it makes sense that Kentucky has more bourbon barrels than people. But it's still crazy to think that the bourbon barrels outnumber the population by more than 2 million. 4. Kansas produces enough wheat in 1 year to feed everyone in the world for 2 weeks. According to the National Association of Wheat Growers, the state of Kansas produces enough meat to feed around 9,000 wheat in 1 day and to bake 36 billion loaves of bread each year. That's enough to make sure no one in the world would go hungry for 2 weeks. If only there was a way to transport and distribute the wheat around the world. 3. Americans eat around 100 acres of pizza every day. Americans love their pizza so much so that they collectively eat 100 acres of pizza every day. That's around 300 billion pizzas a year. The most popular time to order pizza is around the Super Bowl. Now that's American. 2. Independence Day didn't happen on July 4th. You probably love celebrating the 4th of July. But one of the things you may not know about America is that it was actually July 2nd when Congress voted to free the U.S. from British rule. We celebrate on the 4th of July because that is when John Hancock wrote the first signature on the Declaration of Independence. Following NIS' famous signature, 56 men then signed the document to announce their intended independence. 1. The Empire State Building has its own zip code. The Empire State Building is so big, it got its own zip code in 1980. So, if you ever find yourself needing to go to an address with the zip code 10188, you're headed to the Empire State Building.